Hi everybody, it's good to see you. I'm so excited to post my first video for our Leadership is Teachership School. And I'll be taking my questions from those of you who are part of that school group. Today I'm going to tackle Scott's question, which is a really interesting and relevant one for a lot of people, which is how do I know when I am ready to take on an upper level management role? How do I know I'm ready to move up that ladder in terms of leadership to the next level? And so I want to offer you some questions that I think may help bring some clarity as you think about what you want to do if you are thinking about making that transition, going up levels of leadership. So first of all, the most obvious question: salary, hours, working conditions. Is that what you want? Do you want that more money? Do you want to, or are you in a position where you can afford to spend the extra hours that might be asked of you, etc.? Do you like the idea of the new working conditions that you'll be in? Will that be a more pleasant environment than the one that you're in now? So those are the most obvious questions that people tend to think of. But now I want to go into some of the less obvious questions, such as, I always like to remind my clients that you shouldn't be afraid of the unfamiliar just because it's unfamiliar. So can it be an unfamiliar that's new and exciting? Or is it absolutely terrifying to you where there's no prospect for something hopeful or positive or inspiring? So that makes a big difference. Also, would taking this new job be moving in the direction of where you want to go, where you've been wanting to go, or is it a step away from what you want? Also, people are a huge issue with regard to whether or not you want to make that transition, go up those levels. Who will you be working more with? Who will you be working less with? What kinds of people will you be surrounded by in your new role? What personalities or types of people would you be saying goodbye to? And you can think about how that factors into how you're imagining that new reality. How will you feel sitting in that new reality, surrounded by those new people, having said goodbye to a few people that you'll be working perhaps less with? Here's another question. What will fill your day? What will you be spending your time doing? What will you be doing more of? What will you be doing less of? And do you like the thought of that? Also, the idea of skills question. What skills of yours do you have already that you'll be relying on? And also, what skills will you need to develop to be successful in the new role? I know that's impossible to know right now, but you can start thinking about that, imagining the people that you've already seen in that role that you're contemplating. Do you like the thought of having those new skills? And do you like the thought of developing those new skills? Because sometimes you're not going to have them right at the beginning, and so it will take effort to develop those. Are you okay with that process? Are you okay being the beginner at something in a new way? All jobs come with problems to deal with, of course. So are you going to like the problems of this new job? What problems in your current job will you be happy to give up? What new problems lie in wait with the new job? So all of these issues of problems, are these the problems that you'd like to be dealing with, especially compared to the problems that you'll be letting go of, that you'll be happy to let go of, perhaps? Another issue, personality. Here's a powerful question to ask. In this new job, I'm going to have to be more fill in the blank, right? They're going to expect me to be more fill in the blank. And as you think about that, are you okay with that? Is that the direction you want to go in, the direction that you've been wanting to go in? And finally, here's a powerful question that I ask coaching clients. Which job, the new one that you're thinking about that's up a level, or your previous one, feels like it offers you more freedom? Because that's something that a lot of my clients and a lot of leaders that I meet, it's really important to them that they feel free, that they are able to be creative and kind of be themselves in some way, more or less, in their job. So is it going to give you more freedom, or less? Will you feel more free to do and explore the things that you want in the new job, or will you be losing freedom that's important to you? Also, which job is less likely to leave you feeling stuck? That's a question that really settles it for a lot of people. So what it comes down to is, unless you're walking into an unusual catastrophe, unless you're walking into a situation that no one wants, or you're somehow being set up to fail in some way, which is sometimes accurate, why wouldn't you? No, really, I want you to answer that question. Why wouldn't you take on this new role and this greater responsibility? What reasons would keep you where you are? It's worth having an answer to those. And there's a difference between, I do want you to think about this, there's a difference between avoiding what you genuinely don't want and just being afraid of something new. So I hope that that was helpful. Please let me know, and let me know what exciting new career options come your way as a result of thinking through those questions. Talk to you soon.